Assalamu alaikum. This is Faiz Mahmood with another lecture of English subject verb agreement. The second lecture of this series for business studies English and journal students. Today's lecture is about subject verb agreement. What does this mean? Subject verb agreement. Verb should be according to the subject. If the subject is singular, the verb should be singular. If the subject is plural, the verb should be plural. Now, the most important thing is to know about the subject. If you know about the subject, that is it singular or plural, you will never confuse about the verb. But here comes the real problem knowing the subject, whether it is singular or plural. Today we will learn all types of subjects, whether they are singular or plural, and the differences. The verb must agree with the subject in number and person. The window is open. Simple. Window singular. The windows are open. Simple. As in S, it's a plural. The windows and the door are open. Now, how window is a singular, door is a singular, why this plural? So this is the thing which we have to learn, that two subjects, one and two, they become two and they are joined with and. They are joined. If two subjects are joined with and, they become plural. So, plural verb is used with them. Window and door joined by and, two subjects joined by and, they become plural. So, plural verb. After a singular noun or uncountable noun, or after he, she, it, use singular verb. This is person. You're talking about the person. After a plural noun or they or noun joined by and, use plural verb. Plural noun first, they, and the nouns which are joined by two nouns joined by and, use plural verb. So this is the first principle of using the verb according to the subject. The second thing is everyone, something, nothing. With everyone, something, nothing, use singular verb, because this one, this every, this something, they are singular. They are singular and we should use singular verb with them. Everyone is pleased to meet him. Is. Something has. Nothing is impossible if one works hard. One is and works. Singular verb has been used. After every and each, use singular verb. Every and each, use singular verb. Every seat has a number. So these are singular and object. Verb should be used singular. With all and plural nouns, use plural verb. Use singular with verb with one of, this one of, this one of. Use singular verbs. All the students are present today. Students are present today. And but with one of, use singular verb. One of the students is missing. You may be confused by this word. This students is plural, but you should not go after this. This is not the subject. Subject is one. We use verb with subject. With subject. So we have to understand what subject is. What, where, we have to know about the subject. If we find the subject in the sentence, we will not be confused in using the verb with that subject. Here, like here, one may confuse one of the students. He may use subject verb according to student, but this students Plural is not a subject. Subject is one. So be very careful in understanding the subject in a sentence. If you confuse subject in a sentence, you will not be able to use a proper verb with that subject. Use plural verb with a number of. A number of. This a is telling you that it may be a singular, but a number of is a plural. This whole phrase is a subject. A number of questions are asked, or a number of questions have been asked, and after a lot of, verb agrees with the noun. A lot of means if a singular noun comes after a lot of, you will use a singular verb. If a singular, if a plural subject comes after a lot of, you will use a plural verb with that subject. If a noun is singular, use singular verb. If the noun is plural, use plural verb. Every year, a lot of pollution is created. Pollution is singular, so singular subject, singular verb, sorry. Pollution is singular subject, and this verb is singular. A lot of trees, lot of. After a lot of, there as a word trees, trees, plural. So plural verb has been used here. A lot of trees are cut down. I repeat, if after a lot of singular subject comes or singular nouns comes, use singular verb. If after a lot of plural subject or plural noun comes, use plural verb. But with a number of, always use plural verb. When a plural noun comes after any of, either of, neither of, none of, we can use a singular or plural verb. So we have had a liberty to use any of the verb, either singular or plural, with any of, either of, neither of, none of. Are any of these old maps worth keeping? I wonder if either of these alternatives, you may use either is or are, a good idea. Neither of these cameras work or works properly. None of the plants have grown much. So with these words, you have the liberty to use either a singular or a plural verb with these nouns. After an amount of money, a distance, a weight, or a length or time. Length of time, distance, weight, or amount of money. We normally use singular verbs. 8 pounds. Don't be confused with pounds. 8 pounds is a single unit and it is a singular because it is amount of money. Seems a fair price. 100 meters. Don't get confused with this meter. This is a single expression, 100 meters. And it is a distance. With distance, we use singular verb. Isn't far to swim. 90 kilos. 90 kilos as a weight. So a single combined word and we use singular verb, too heavy for me to live. 5 minutes, a single expression, doesn't seem long to wait. It's a length of time. So with the amount of money, a distance, weight, or a length of time, we normally use a singular verb. Some verbs have only plural form. Plural form means with S and takes a plural verb, like clothes. The clothes were in the dryer. We don't use it without S. Cloth. The goods. Goods have been sent to the customers. My belongings are all packed up. Some verbs have only plural form, they have no singular form. Belongings, goods, clothes, and they are plural, so they take plural verb. Some verbs have both plural and singular form with a difference in meaning. Well, when we use them in singular, they have a meaning, and when we use them in plural sense, they have a different meaning from the sense in which we use them in singular form. Don't miss a saving of rupees 100 on this purchase. All my savings are in the bank. Check the difference between the expression used in these sentences. The storm did a lot of damage to the building. The newspaper paid damages, financial charges for printing false news. I'm feeling pain in my back. Pain. I took great pains to get this position. The meanings of this pains and pain is different. The meaning of this damage and damages are different. The meanings of saving and this savings are different. They are differently used, so they we can use them singular or plural, but their meaning would be different while you use them in singular form or you use them in plural form. Some nouns have a plural form with s but takes a singular verb. The news is looks like a plural with s, but in a sense, in meaning, this word is singular, so singular verb. The news was worse. Economics as a sub is a difficult subject. When these are taken as subject, when you take economics as a subject, it will be singular. When you take it in another sense then of subject, it will become a plural. Similarly, mathematics is a difficult subject, but if you take it in other sense than the subject, it will become a plural. Similarly, physics, politics, statistics, activities like athletics, gymnastics, games, billiards, dots, and games is not a word. Games is for these. It has been used for these billiards and darts, like activities. Illness, measles, and mumps. You may refer to my lecture series, Correct Use of English. There is a playlist in my on my channel, Correct Use of English, for more examples. For more example, you may refer to these lectures. Some nouns ending in s have same singular and plural form. Same singular. Means of transport saves energy. Both means of transport save energy. So this word, this and both, if this is used, this will become a singular. If both is used, this will become a plural. So saves energy, save energy. This species, this is telling that we are using it in a singular sense. Of insect is rare. These species, this word making species a plural, so we are using are. These species of insects are rare. For more example, please refer to my lectures 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and similarly more lectures for correct use of English. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe the channel and keep watching for more to come. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.